We're going to move on now to this story, which is from Saturday's Telegraph. So shall we talk sex and drugs? That's your speciality.
Oh, God, finally, something I can relate to. Amsterdam, all of that was very, all the stories at the beginning really a bit much for you. But now, Amsterdam, the red light district, I can relax.
Some people would feel the opposite, Dan. They'd be scared of talking about this.
Well, listen, in fact, I thought I could relax until I read this. Brothels will be forced to close earlier under new regulations due out in May, designed to help clean up the city's image. Smoking cannabis outside in Amsterdam in the red light district will soon be made illegal, and brothels are forced to close earlier under new rules. Now, this is because the local residents that live in Amsterdam are getting fed up of the smell of marijuana and of all the stoned people walking around, and everyone in the red light district, why'd you move to Amsterdam if you're paranoid about that stuff? And I think it's bad to close them early because, everyone knows if you go to Amsterdam, the later you go to the brothels, the smaller the queues are.
I have to say that my experience of this is not as extensive as yours, I should say. Although I have been to Amsterdam, and I'm with you in a sense. I'm surprised that they didn't know. When you buy a house in Amsterdam, there's going to be a lot of stoned people.
I didn't know there was actual residents in Amsterdam. I thought everyone was just out there stoned and having...
I thought so. Nick, I imagine you're going to take a more kind of puritanical approach.
No, I've got a mixed view, because in one way it's the continued march of the fun police, because we already had this thing where you had to book the prostitute online, which came in Amsterdam instead of it in the window. This was a story we covered a few weeks ago. Not me personally, Andrew, but this was a story. For safety, you'd book it online, but then the actual sex workers were complaining, saying it won't be safe. Anyway, so of course, although I deplore the behaviour, Andrew, I also hate the safety culture, this anodyne safety culture, because it's a unique cultural experience going to Amsterdam. It's supposed to be for degenerate hippies, and now what you're saying is they can't have fun and do that, and that's synonymous with Amsterdam. Although, just to give balance on that as well, it's saying the brothels will close at 3 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. So it's not a massive change. Like, if you can't get it done by 3 a.m, do you really need to be up till 6?
Well, you might not just want to do one. That's the thing. You might want to get while you're over there. You might. Well, I heard you can. Anyway, let's move on because my wife's watching. So
I mean, I did go there once and I did walk around the red light district. It did feel a bit grim to me, but then I suppose I'm not the target.
Yeah, but
it's supposed to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's the red light district.
Yeah,
it's that's where you go.
And don't people go there for the drugs? That's the reason why people go. If they make that illegal, then
it's going to affect the tourism 100%. Do you know what I mean?